Alright, folks, welcome back to another day on the road to 2000 ELO series. We are currently on day number 27, if I'm not mistaken, playing against a 1777 rated player, so this is not going to be an easy game. Coming out of Indonesia. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to play the knights on f6 and c6. I don't see a problem with his moves. I'm going to try bishop g4 here, pitting the knight to the queen. I expect something like this, or bishop here also makes sense. Um, and perhaps we're going to play something like either maybe takes here. Let's try this. It might be slightly worse for us, but I don't think this is too bad. If pawn takes, knight takes, and this pawn is double protected, even though it's double attacked, so that's fine. But now we're going to close out the bishop with this e4 move. And I don't dislike this position, even though we do have uh, the loss of the bishop pair. We're developing my bishop, eyeing ideas here. We're going to see if we can maybe castle. Maybe I don't want to castle. Maybe instead I want to do something like h5. I think this actually looks pretty good. Let's go for it. Although I guess here I should worry about something on this this type of move. But let's go for h5. I don't see a problem with this inherently. Not quite yet. Okay, I guess our bishop is also closed in though. That's something to keep in mind. Can I do something like sacrificing? So bishop sack, king takes, check. King goes back. Here looks interesting. Wait. I want to calculate this. Takes, check. If bishop takes, pawn takes comes with check, so that doesn't look good. Because then the queen slides in. So what if king takes, check. So bishop takes doesn't look good, we said. The king has to move then, in that case. If the king moves forward, that looks silly. Maybe we go for this. This might lose the game, though. So maybe I should think a little bit more. Here. The king is on g3 now. And, I mean, this must be good for us, right? Queen here looks so good. Let's go for this. I'm, maybe I'm missing something here, but it looks promising. Very promising. All right, check is what we saw. And now queen here, and this looks so good. Isn't this just winning? Because after bishop takes, pawn takes, then there's a mate on the board. This is oh wow. But can't I en passant? Which way should I take with en passant? Maybe I could just go here instead and this just wins. Oh, that's beautiful. Make sure that I'm not missing anything. But g3 looks like it just wins. How do you stop mate? Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, what a fast win. This feels so good after so many losses. I hope this is mate. Rook here, queen here. Oh, that's beautiful. What a brilliant game. Zero mistakes, zero blunders, zero misses. I played that perfectly. The bishop sacrifice, calculated to a T. Let's take a look at the analysis, folks. Wow. Alright, so I realized that there was a little bit of an issue with the video recording, a little bit of a lag or glitch there, and so I decided to record myself miming my expressions to what was happening during the game. So I hope you all enjoyed that. That was really funny to film. But let's take a look at the analysis now. We started the game off with a d4, and I played d5 against d4. My opponent went knight f3. I played knight f6. And here, after e3, I decided to go knight c6, which is already apparently an inaccuracy because of c4. So that's good to know in the future. I'll try not to repeat this, instead doing something like c5 right away is a better move. But really, c5? Okay, if takes, what's the idea? e6, not e5. Okay, gotcha. Because typically I like to follow this up with e5, but obviously e5 right now hangs a pawn. Okay, good to know. So knight f6, e3, and knight c6 is what I played. Afterwards, they played a3. I went bishop g4, which is the best move in the position. Bishop e2 is played by my opponent to break the pin on the knight to the queen. I decide to take, which is also the best move. I'm proud of myself for playing the best move here. I thought this might have been a mistake, but this is apparently the best move that's possible in the position. And now e5, breaking open the center, since they decide not to take. And castling is actually best. So kudos to my opponent for finding castles. E4 is what I decided to go for, setting the bishop backwards, and then playing bishop d6. And I guess my opponent just didn't realize after h5 the big threat that came with bishop takes on h2. And here is essentially the crux of the game and where the game essentially took its form. H5 played to try to break through against the king instead of castling, realizing that my bishop, my knight, and my queen are all pointed towards the king, so the big attack is brewing, and launching pawns to try to create some sort of opening against the king. And after c5, I guess I was kind of forced into considering this move. I know a lot of people would play bishop e7 without hesitation, but I was considering this, and the more I looked, the better it looked, because let's say it takes. What do you do with the king, right? Because if you take with the king, then knight g4 comes in with check. And if you decide to slide backwards, which apparently is the best move, king h3, actually forward is the best move. And this is something I didn't really consider too much. I probably would have played something like queen g5, and this is not that good. Maybe queen d7, queen c8 look interesting. So queen d7, for example, is the best move in the position, because now you're threatening like knight takes, pawn with check, and an attack on the queen. So you have to find queen e1, and it gets really messy because you can still take this pawn now. It's a double check. It's even better to take on e3 because now you win the rook. And lots of ideas here. That's the best defense. Very hard to walk into that. Moving forward with the king in his position like this is really difficult to play, unless if you've calculated already. I thought maybe king g3 was the move. But king g3, I calculated queen g5, and I thought, okay, this can't be that good for white. Apparently, even better is something like knight e7. Really? Oh my, knight e7, and I'm playing knight f5 is the idea. That's nice. That's nice. It's not as immediately aggressive, which is why I probably didn't see it right away, but it's a very cool looking move. But yeah, so going backwards is essentially asking for a loss. Taking with a bishop is also asking for a loss. Going backwards is bad. I can show y'all why. If you go backwards here, queen h4 comes in with a threat of mate. The only way to stop it immediately right now is probably... Okay, well, there's two ways. Either bishop takes or rook here. If you go rook here, then it just delays it by a little bit. And if you go bishop takes, it also just delays it by a little bit because bishop takes, pawn takes, and now there's mate threats on the board here. So now you got to go f4, and the same position that happened in the game is what leads to mate. So that's not option either. And this move that was played this is exactly what happened, actually. Wait, what? Why did I think the bishop took? Okay, the bishop took afterwards. So takes, pawn takes, here. This is exactly what happened, and checkmate. And probably my best win yet. I beat a 1767 rated player. Wow. Hey, 1800 doesn't seem so unrealistic after all. Look at that. And with this win, we're back at 1693 elo. So very close to 1700, and once again, one step away from our goal for the end of the month. The goal is 1700 by the end of the month, and we got about 5 or 6 days left, so maybe we'll even get there in the next video. We'll have to just wait and see. But what a great win. I'm super happy. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to get some sleep, and this video is going to come up in a few hours whenever I wake up, so I can just edit the thumbnail and everything. If you enjoy these videos, please do consider liking, subscribing to the channel. I'm posting every single day, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had some ups, we've had some downs, but ultimately, you know, the journey to 2000 is not one that's stopping anytime soon, and I'm looking forward to learning along the way, and hopefully y'all are learning too. Or if you're watching and you're higher rated, hopefully this is something that you get a lot of entertainment out of. And if you're able to share some tips, some advice, some feedback, no matter what your rating is, if there's anything you think I could do better, let me know. I'm new to this whole thing, but I'm really, really having a great time with it, and I hope you all are too. So with that being said, sayonara, folks. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.